Hello and welcome to part 5 of my welcome series. This is going to be the last part of the series, so I hope you've enjoyed it. If you haven't watched videos 1 through 4, go back and take a look. I give an intro of what my business is, what I'm working on, what my side hustle is, and how I'm planning on growing that, and the progress I've made so far on not only sales but SEO, and kind of my plans for going forward. And in this video, part 5, I'm going to talk about my goals and my big why. Talking about your big why is where you should start. I decided to add this to part 5 of this series because I wanted to introduce you to my business and kind of get to know me and what I'm working on, but kind of want to give a deeper dive into what motivates me and what I plan on doing going forward. So with that said, let's get started here. So my big why, why am I doing this? Why do I work a full-time job plus start a side hustle, sharpshooter optics, plus start this business, a side hustle TV, where I'm talking about what I'm doing with sharpshooter optics and the side hustles that I'm working on. What is it? What is it for me? What motivates me? What gets me up in the morning, gets me excited about doing the work that I'm doing. And really, what that is my family. And I got engaged this year, and I'm excited to marry my fiance next year. And we're nervous about what's going on with COVID and everything, but hopefully by the time our wedding comes around, everything will be all shored up, and the vaccine will be distributed, and we'll be able to have a wedding like normal. Obviously TBD. I don't know what's going to happen. Obviously 2020 has taught us all that we have no idea what to expect in the future. So that's another big reason why I want to plan for that future and not rely on that 9 to 5 job for uh, all of my income, be able to have other sources of income, so I'm not solely relying on my day-to-day job. So the big why, really, when I look down to it, is to be able to, for myself and my fiance, future wife, to quit our jobs and work solely for ourselves. And eventually, as we have a family, for my fiance to be a stay-at-home mom. She wants to do that. That's her dream, to be able to do that, and for me to provide for the family so that she can do that. So that's what I'm working towards. I envision, when other people talk about their big whys and what you should actually have in your mind for completing those goals. And when I envision my future, I see us at home with a family. Um, you know, I'm working, but also able to quit whenever I want to, say mid afternoon, and pick up the kids from school. Be able to go to sporting events or theater, the plays that they're in, be able to be there for them, which I know I could definitely do with a 9 to 5 job. But I think the what I really want to be able to do is have the flexibility and the freedom to work from everywhere, or anywhere, and have the ability that my work is directly proportionate to the income that I bring in. So when I look at my future, I see myself waking up early, starting to work on my online businesses. I'm going to take a little break around noon and have lunch with my future wife and potentially family, and maybe take another couple hours after in the afternoon where I can work and keep working towards our goals, and be able to call it quits early in the day, and have a nice evening. Where right now, I'm putting in a lot of hours. I probably get to work around 8:30 every morning, and get home about 6:30 to 7, have dinner, and then go right back to work on my side businesses, and really work until 10:30, 11 o'clock at night. And that's most days. And on the weekends, I probably put in 4 to 5 hours every Saturday and Sunday as well. So, it's a lot of work. I like working, and I enjoy it. I thrive on it. It gets me up in the morning. So, that's something I'll leave with you guys as well. Is if you're if you wake up in the morning and you just dread what you're doing, you do not want to go to work. You are not alone. There are plenty of people out there that feel that way. In fact, probably the majority of people out there feel that way. Um, so wanted to create this community where we can all talk about that and be open about that, and work towards improving that and doing something differently. Um, you know, I I very much believe that every single person can create something, can create a business and a job for themselves that makes them happy, makes them excited to wake up every morning, not dread getting out of bed when that alarm goes off, and really create something that can give back to the world. I definitely believe anyone can do that. Um, so that's my mission here at Side Hustle TV, and I'm committed to that goal. I'm committed to helping you guys all improve and hopefully start your business and be motivated to overcome your fears and really put yourself out there. I'm extremely nervous to be recording these videos and putting myself out there, but you know what? If I'm not going to be willing to do something different to achieve my goals, then I'm going to keep getting the same thing. I'm going to keep working my 9-to-5 job, and I'm going to not realize my dreams. So I want to realize my dreams, so I got to do something about it. And this is what I'm doing. So that's where I'm at. That's my big why. And what's holding me back right now? I don't have as much time as I want to, as I just described. I work a lot. And I need to be able to sleep as well. Time is a big factor, which I want to get to a point where I'm making enough money that I can buy back my time by hiring an assistant, a virtual assistant, to either do social media or the admin stuff, operation stuff. But that's a little bit ways down the road. I need to start making a little bit more money to be able to make that happen. And then drop shipping is also something that's holding me back. I can't. Some of the biggest vendors require you to be. Some of the biggest vendors in my industry require you to have a physical location and keep inventory to sell their products. So those are the ones with the big followings and brands, and they sell for premiums and they have a lot of impressions. They have a lot of search results. So eventually down the road, yeah, I'm open to opening up a brick and mortar store and getting those brands on my list and being a dealer for those. But right now, can't do it. So I'm limited by that. But I'm working within those parameters. So drop shipping is a big one for me. I have to be able to drop ship, and I have to be able to work with the manufacturer has to be able to deliver pretty timely as well. So those are my two big things. And then the third thing that's holding me back, but also kind of a barrier to entry and a good thing, is that ability to advertise. That would be a quick way to grow, but that's not an option on the table. So I'm going to keep in my lane. I'm going to stay in my lane, and I'm going to keep doing the things that I know are going to improve my SEO and improve the long run viability of my business. So that's my big things. That's my big why. That's what's holding me back. And my goals, I mentioned in the last video, by May, so end of April, that'll be a year since I bought the business. And my goal is to have average about $2,000 in net revenue or gross profit, $2,000 a month. And then by the end of the year, it's to double that again to 4,000. And that's going to set me up to be able to hire that admin assistant, or social media person, whatever I decide to go with, and I'll keep you guys all in the loop. It'll be all recorded. It'll be all available for you to see why I made my decision and how I came to that decision. So stay tuned. Would love to have you involved in that decision and see me continue to grow this business and be inspired by the fact that I continue to grow this, and that you can achieve the same results if you really put your mind to it and put in the work. So that's it for this video. I'm so excited you tuned in for all 5 parts of this series, and I'm excited where I'm going to take this and where we're going to be in May when I check in on that goal that I talked about here, and where I'm going to be in December when I talked about making $4,000 a month. Right. I'm excited about that. I'm excited to grow with you, and I'm excited to have you along for the journey. And hopefully, you guys can also share your experience and your growth and what your businesses are, and I can share that with a broader community as well, and we can really inspire each other and hold each other accountable and work towards something great here in 2021. So with that said, appreciate you taking the time today to listen to me, and I'm excited to see where this goes, and I know the sky's the limit, and I'm just really excited to put the work in and get out there. So until next time, that's it for my welcome series. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks.